Cylinder head warpage inspection. Preparatory work. Warpage measurement. Before measuring the warpage at the cylinder block's mating surface, the camshaft to holder oil clearances must be checked. If the camshaft to holder oil clearance is not within the specification, the cylinder head cannot be resurfaced and reused. Warpage measurement. Apply a straight edge to the mating surface of the cylinder head. Using a thickness gauge, thickness at the lower limit of the standard, inspect the range of changes of clearance along with the straight edge. Use a 0.05 mm thickness gauge for this model. Measure along 2 ways across the center and 4 ways of the edges of the cylinder head. If no clearance exceeds the lower limit, then the cylinder head can be reused. If any one of the measurements exceeds the lower limit, then conduct a more precise measurement. If any one of the measurements exceeds the maximum resurface limit, when the more precise measurement is conducted, then the cylinder head must be replaced. If the clearance exceeds the lower limit, but less than the maximum resurface limit, the cylinder head may be reused by resurfacing. Determine whether the cylinder head is reusable or not by conducting the following procedure. First, measure the cylinder head height. Obtain the maximum resurfacing limit from the shop manual. Suppose we obtain the resurfacing limit from the shop manual as 0.2 millimeters based on a height of 93 millimeters, 3.7 inches. If we obtain a measured value as 93.05 millimeters, then we calculate the actual resurfacing limit as follows. That is, 0.2 minus measured height minus standard height equals actual resurfacing limit. Therefore, the actual resurfacing limit will be 0.2 minus 93 minus 93.05 equals 0.2 plus 0.05 equals 0.25 millimeters. Accordingly, if the maximum clearance is equal to or smaller than 0.5 millimeters, the cylinder head can be resurfaced to reuse. In other words, you need to replace the cylinder head if any one of clearances exceeds 0.25 millimeters in this case. Rocker arm assembly inspection. Inspection. Inspect damages at the inside of the rocker arm shaft holes. And at the tip of the adjusting screws. Inspect also the rocker arm shafts. Inspect the shafts at the sections where the rocker arms were mounted and sliding in rotating motion. Continue to inspect using a more precise measuring method if the visual inspection does not find any problems. Measure the outer diameter of the rocker arm shaft with the micrometer. Zero the cylinder bore gauge to the micrometer. Measure the inner diameter of the shaft hole of the rocker arm with the cylinder bore gauge and check it for the rocker arm to shaft clearance and out of round. Please refer to the shop manual for the specified value and the service limit. Repeat measuring for all the sections of the rocker arm shafts where each rocker arm has been mounted, and repeat measuring their corresponding rocker arm holes too. If the out of round is over the limit, replace the rocker arm shaft and over tolerance rocker arm. Camshaft inspection. Inspection. Camshaft end play measurement. Camshaft runout measurement. Cam lobe heights measurement. Camshaft to holder oil clearance measurement. Inspection. Camshaft end play measurement. Place the camshaft holder in the original positions and install the bolts. Tighten the bolts in the sequence specified in the shop manual. Tighten the bolts to the specified torque. Set a dial indicator at the pulley side camshaft end in parallel with the camshaft axis. Press the camshaft toward either end of its play range. Zero the dial indicator at the end of the camshaft. Move the camshaft against the opposite side of the play range and read the indicator. Please refer to the shop manual for the standard value and the service limit. Camshaft runout measurement. Check the total runout of the camshaft with the camshaft supported on V-blocks. Set a dial indicator on the center of the camshaft at the machined section. Zero the dial indicator at the position where the indicator indicates the maximum value while rotating the camshaft slowly. Rotate the camshaft again to read the minimum value of the gauge indicator. Please refer to the shop manual for the standard value and the service limit. Cam lobe heights measurement. Measure the cam lobe height with the micrometer. Repeat this procedure for all the cam lobes. Please refer to the shop manual for the standard value. Camshaft to holder oil clearance measurement. Clean the camshafts and holders thoroughly and set the camshafts in place. Place a Plastigauge on each part where the cap is installed. Install each cap and tighten it to the specified torque. Remove the caps. Measure the width range of the pressed plastic gauge by using the scale of the gauge package. Please refer to the shop manual for the standard value. Clean the component thoroughly after the measurement is done. Camshaft holder oil clearance measurement in J30A2 engine. In this type of engine, the camshaft to holder clearance is measured by using a bore gauge. First, measure the shaft diameter at the section supported by the holder with a micrometer. Zero a bore gauge with a micrometer measured the shaft diameter. With the bore gauge, measure the holder bore. Measure in two directions crossing at right angle and average the values. The obtained value is the camshaft to holder oil clearance.